The Battle of Sangameshwar, a tale of bravery and betrayal. The moon shone dimly over the small town of Sangameshwar, casting ominous shadows over the thick forest surrounding it. The cool breeze carried whispers of an approaching storm, not one of the nature but of destiny. Sambhaji Maharaj, the fearless warrior and son of the legendary Shivaji Maharaj, rested in the town with his trusted advisor Kavi Kalash, unaware of the storm that loomed just beyond the hills. For years, Sambhaji had defied the mighty Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies with relentless raids and fearless leadership. He had plundered Surat and Burhanpur, sending a clear message he could never bow before the Mughals. But Aurangzeb, relentless in his ambition to destroy the Maratha Empire, was determined to end this resistance once and for all. Unknown to Sambhaji, treachery had already taken root within his ranks. Ganoji Shirke, a man bound to him by family, had yielded to greed and fear. Whispering in the dark corners, he struck a deal with the Mughals, revealing Sambhaji's location. The information traveled swiftly through the Mughal couriers, reaching the ears of ruthless General Mukrab Khan. Under the cover of darkness, Mukrab Khan led an elite force, silent, swift, and deadly. With every step they took, the trap closed tighter around the unsuspecting Marathas. The town of Sangameshwar, once a place of respite, had become a cage. The morning sun had barely begun its ascent when the first cries of alarm rang out. The Mughals descended upon Sangameshwar like a thunderstorm, swords flashing and arrows slicing through the air. Sambhaji and his men awoke to the chaos, their stronghold surrounded, their escape routes cut off. But the Marathas were warriors born of hardship. Swords were drawn, and war cries filled the air as they fought valiantly, cutting down enemies with fire's resolve. Sambhaji, clad in his armor, fought like a lion, his sword a blur of deadly precision. Yet the numbers were against them. The Marathas, caught off guard, could not withstand the overwhelming Mughal forces. One by one, they fell, fighting till their last breath. Kavi Kalash stood by Sambhaji, refusing to abandon his king. But soon they were overwhelmed, captured, and bound in the chains. Bound and bloodied, Sambhaji was taken to Aurangzeb's court. The Mughal emperor, believing this to be his ultimate triumph, offered him a choice: renounce to his faith, accept Mughal rule, and live. But Sambhaji, unyielding in his defiance, laughed in the face of the emperor, his words cutting sharper than any blade. Angered beyond measure, Aurangzeb ordered his brutal execution. For days, Sambhaji endured unspeakable torture, his body maimed, his eyes scorched, his tongue torn. Yet, through it all, he never begged for mercy. His silence and unwavering spirit echoed louder than any battle cry. Finally, on March 11th, 1689, Sambhaji was executed. His remains defiled as a final insult, but Aurangzeb had underestimated the fire of Marathas. Word of Sambhaji's sacrifice spread like wildfire across the Deccan. What was meant to be the end of Maratha resistance became its strongest fuel. His death enraged his few people, uniting them against the Mughals like never before. His younger brother Rajaram Chhatrapati took the mantle and led the Marathas into a new era of guerrilla warfare. The Marathas, now fueled by vengeance, unleashed a fury upon the Mughals, leading to their eventful downfall. And finally, Sambhaji Maharaj did not die in vain. His name became synonymous with courage. His story, a legend that lived on the hearts of his people. The Battle of Sangameshwar was not just a battle, it was the spark that ignited the flame of Maratha resurgence, leading them to ultimate victory over the mighty Mughals.